Hey guys, welcome to my channel Healthiness. So before going into this cool down, just keep this one thing in mind, which is don't try to copy me. Listen to your own body and go as far as you are comfortable. Cool down is really a way to relax your body and go into a state where your body goes into a kind of repair mode, which is when your parasympathetic nervous system gets stimulated, which gets stimulated when you are relaxed, and your sympathetic nervous system gets stimulated when you are in the state of fight or flight. That's not important. I'll talk about this in another video, which will be named as why cool down is important. But what is important is that don't try to copy me. You might be more flexible or you might be less flexible than me, but we are all looking for the same thing, that is sensation. And I'll be guiding you throughout the practice where should you feel the stretch and everything. Always go into the stretch at about 50% to 60% of your maximum capacity, so that you're comfortable while you're into the stretch and you can hold that position. And after that, let your breath guide you deeper into the stretch. I'll keep talking about this throughout the video. I'll keep guiding you, and don't worry, don't panic. I have also reached where I am today and I want to reach further, where if you are more flexible than me, there. So whenever you are ready, come to the mat and enjoy. Let's start our cool down with some shaking. Shake out the legs, keep the feet on the ground and just relax. Change, lift your legs and then shake again. Shake through your knees, don't shake through your feet, shake through your knees. Change, hit the opposite calf with the top of your foot. It's a kind of self massage. Change leg. Change. Now hit your hamstrings with the inside of your opposite foot. Change side. Change. Do some circles with your knees. 5 circles. Change circles towards the inside. And change. Now press your right foot into your left inner thigh and press your left inner thigh towards your right foot. Then you will see your hips will square out a bit, and do a single leg forward fold. We'll do each and every stretch for 5 breaths. With inhalation, you straighten your back, and with the exhalation, you push a bit forward. Change leg. Same thing. Keep pressing from your foot and your inner thigh so that your hip squares out. Inhale and exhale, fold forward, and 5 easy breaths. Don't push yourself in the start, go with your breath. To start, just go to a place where you feel a little bit of stretch and you're comfortable. Change. Now with both the feet, lift your hands, extend and fold forward. Same thing, keep going with your breath. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, bend a bit forward. Change. Come on to your back. Press the right knee into the chest. Extend through your foot. Keep pressing. Change. Bring your right knee over to the left and place it on the ground. Don't place your shoulder, place the knee on the ground. Make the base with your knee and push your shoulder and look to the right. Try to put your shoulder on the ground. People do it the opposite way, but I feel the knee and the ankle, the shin bone is a better base than your arm, and it gives me a bit more of a stretch on the back and glutes, of course. Change. Knee to the outside, right knee to the outside. You'll feel the stretch in your groin area, right groin. Change. Quadricep stretch. Push your right feet into your butt and push your knee down. No, don't keep your knee like this. Push it down towards the mat. You understand what I'm saying? Keep pressing the knee down and heel to your butt. Change. Now to start off this, start on your forearm. And when you have reached here, if you have reached here comfortably and you don't feel anymore, come on your back, hold the feet with both your hands and try to pull your feet towards the ground. But don't over exaggerate. Go to the point where you are in between comfortable and uncomfortable, where you are like you can handle this. It's easy or normal or in between them. Change the other leg. Push the left knee into your chest. Change. Left knee on the ground and press through your left shoulder. And remember, you can use breath in every exercise to guide you deeper into the stretch. Change. 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 If you can hold there easily, on your forearm, then come on your back and keep pulling your keep pulling your feet towards the ground. You can use your hands to support your leg and push it a bit more towards the ground. And change. Come up. Bring your feet together and we'll do some butterflies. but don't fly off. Obviously you can't, and neither can I. Change. Open your legs, open your feet. Try to make your feet look towards the ceiling. What the hell? Try to make your feet look towards the ceiling. Straighten your back and try to bring your back towards the feet. You can press down with your elbows. I really use my breath to guide me into this stretch. And change. Fold your left leg. Make it, I don't know the angle, so make the knee come in front of your hips and put your right foot across the left knee. Put your right hand back, straighten the back, extend your left hand and bring it across the right knee and look back. Press the elbow into the knee and knee into the elbow. Now if you can do this easily, try to bring your hand below the knee, left hand below the right knee, and bring your right hand to your left hand and clasp them and then look back. Change, unbind. The other side, same thing. Bend your right knee, bring your left feet across your right knee, bring your left hand back as a support, extend your right hand, bring it across the left knee and look back. Press your knee into the elbow and elbow into the knee. And if this is comfortable for you, take a bind. I am tight on this side today, so maybe not a bind, but I'll still try my best to touch the fingers and keep looking back. Change. We won't go into a straddle right now. I have a very good technique to go into a straddle that will improve your straddle. It has improved mine. So for now we'll go into a back bend. Come down, keep your hands beside your chest and look up. Press your shoulders back and down. Don't sag into them, keep pressing them down and back towards your lower back. And then change. I'm just learning this new skill and I like to do this for fun. If you want, you can try it with me. But before that, let's do one thing. I forgot. We have to stretch the top of our feet. So sit like this, grab your right knee and pull it. You should feel a stretch on the top of your foot, right foot. We don't stretch the top of our foot many times. Most of the time we don't stretch it, but I feel it is really important, especially for me. As a footballer, I have to shoot a lot with the feet extended, so I feel I have to improve my flexibility. Change leg. Okay, change. So from here you can go back if you have the flexibility on your elbows or on your head. This became easy for me, so I've learned a new skill. I'll show you, and I've been practicing that. So come up. I might not be coming in the camera right now, but you will see me. And don't touch your butt to your heels and bring your head to the ground. And if you can do that, we'll go into Chakrasana, but it's something like this. If you can do this easily, come up. Ooh, it requires a lot of strength. Then we can go into, if you are in the before variations, you can come out or you can stay there if you feel relaxed. I've been practicing this for my Chakrasana. To go into the actual Chakrasana, you have to do it with your toes flexed, and then you come up like this, but I'm not there yet. So with time, I've reached here with time, I'll reach there with time, no worries. After this, come back into a downward facing dog. Stretch out your legs, your back, your shoulders, everything. Oh, what a lovely weather, lovely wind. And bring your right foot in between your hands. Extend the left foot and let your hips sink down. You should feel a stretch in your left hip flexor. If you are not, try to square the hips. Bring your left hip forward and right hip back so that they get squared, and then you must feel in the hip flexor. Change. Extend the right leg from here, and I'll show you one magic. See. Stretch. Don't go on your 100% capacity. I would say 60% or 65% is fine. We'll be going more into this later on, but for now stay here and try to look towards your belly. You will feel when you look, when you curl your head and you try to look back, you feel more stretch on the hamstrings, your legs, your head, your back, everything. The posterior chain of your body gets stretched a lot. I feel this is magic for me. Just by moving my head, I can feel whole stretch in my legs. Now change. Downward facing dog. Change left foot forward, right knee on the ground. Extend. Press with your hips forward. You should feel it in your right hip flexor. Change. The magic. Come down on a 65% and look back. Poof. Change. Bring your foot back. Downward facing dog. Change. Right foot steps forward, left foot at an angle of 45 degree. I must be out of camera again, but it's okay, you will see me. The distance between the feet is about 3 feet and try to square your hips. For that, if you need to move your left foot a bit to the outside, it's fine. Square your hips, come down, try to keep your back straight, and you can start from here and eventually cross your left hand over the right leg and twist and look up. Change. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Straighten the left leg. Adjust. Square the hips and come down. Right hand across the left foot and look up. Try to press your left hip inside so that you can have a better balance. Change. And it's very normal to have left and right side very different. When I started it, I couldn't open with my right side, but my left side was much more flexible. But it's good to learn things about your body. Downward facing dog, and then I like to hop up just for my practice. For the next exercise, I need socks. So that we can slide our legs. So open your legs as much as possible, bring your hands down and then open them, and then take a split to the point where it's about 90% of your capacity, or 95, or you can go 100 if you want, if you haven't worked out your legs today, or if you're not sore or anything. I'm sore, so I'm not taking it to 100%, but about 95. Change side. Change, and from here we'll go back into the straddle. You might fall down today, but with time you will get it. Keep going back little by little, and then bring your left hand or right hand back. Keep supporting yourself and sit down slowly and in a controlled manner. This way you'll see your legs are more open than you normally would open them while being seated with legs straight and then opening them. Now go down. Now try to put your elbows on the ground. And if you can put your elbows, try to straighten your legs, hands, and then again pull down, push down and put your elbows on the ground till the day you are completely flat on the ground. And even then you can go a bit further every time. Everything you can improve. Change. Extend with your right hand, look towards the left and extend with your right hand. We are not looking for a stretch in the hamstring, rather in our right side body, upper body. Keep extending with your right. Try to reach the left toe with your right hand, and then change. Same thing towards the left. Try to reach out with your left hand towards the right leg. And change. Now we will go into some hamstring and right side body flexibility. Change. Change. Only hamstrings. change.
I'm doing these exercises fast because we are repeating the same movements
Again and again. Now even out your hips, reset your spine and everything. That's it, we are done. And whenever you feel comfortable, fly back to where you want to go. Oh, you will feel so open. I am feeling very open.